I just want to tell you a little story about when Sallie B Howard was a girl. One day, when Sallie B Howard was a girl about the age of 7 or 8, she was helping an old man do some work on his fields. The old white man had a cornfield, and every day, the little black children would take turns dragging the big bag of corn to the man and shuck the corn. Well, on this day, it was Sallie B Howard's turn. She was trying to drag the heavy bag of corn up the hill, and the old white man, he yelled to her, "Hurry up." Sallie B Howard picked up the pace. "Hurry up and bring me that corn, girl," the man shouted. "I'm coming," Sallie B Howard replied. The man had grown angry with the small girl and threw his cane at her. The man could not walk without his cane, so he fell to the ground. Sallie B Howard jumped when the cane landed at her feet, and Sallie B Howard became too angry and began taking corn out of the bag and throwing the corn at the old man, who laid on the ground and yelled. Sallie B Howard then turned and ran home. Soon the man was knocking at her door, and Sallie B Howard's mother opened the door. Once the man began explaining what happened to Sallie B Howard's mother, she began angry and grabbed a switch off the nearest tree and whooped Sallie B Howard till the man told her to stop. One day when Sallie B Howard went to New York, she was a teacher. The children would sit in the classroom and the teachers would give them candy to sit there and hush. But one day Sallie B Howard went in there and she took the candy from them and she told them, "You're not going to take candy to hush. You're going to sit here and hush and learn."
This is another skit that she also told us about. I took the kids one day to go visit with Sallie B Howard, and she was telling us about the story when she went over to Africa. So she said that in Africa, the kids they don't have anything to play with. Like our kids, you see them with the iPads and the phones, and you rarely see them with balls and books and stuff like that anymore. She said children over there in Africa, they were so well trained when she walked in the door. I mean, I'm going to show you exactly what she said. But she said when she walked in the door, nobody held their head up. Nobody said, "Ooh, who is she?" It was quiet the whole time. So, we're going to demonstrate to you what we felt like she got that day. All right, class. Look, we're getting ready to have a visitor coming all the way from America, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And when she come in, y'all are to do what y'all supposed to do, and like we normally act, okay? All right. Hi, how are you, Asante? Class. This is B Howard. Can y'all say hello?
Good morning, Mrs Howard.
Good morning, children. My, how well they behaved. What special things do they do?
Oh, we got a special one for you. Children, let's sing for B Howard.
Stand.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday.
Good job, good job. I'm so proud of you.
Wow, that was really nice. Well sung and so together. I really like the harmony. The kids are very, very tall. Nice.
Thank you.
Why are they still standing?
Because you have not told them to sit down yet. You have not released them to sit.
Oh my. Okay, class, you're dismissed.
And she is our road. She's our history. We don't have to go all the way to Washington, D.C. or go all the way to California. We got history right here. So this is our history. Mama, stand on up.
All right.
Come on. She didn't have any birth kids of her own, but I'm 26 and I've seen her through so many kids. So we just add on to her collection.
I said, you know what I said? I said, good Lord, you won't give me any of my own, so I'm going to take them all.
That's right. That's right.
And I did. All over this world, where I've gone looking for the kids. And this particular incident, you have reminded me of something that was in Nigeria, in West Africa. I wanted to go to visit a classroom there. And so they took me to this classroom, and you just wouldn't call it a classroom, because this was, you know, during the time the colonial business was there, and they had the people all down and everywhere, you know. It took me to this little classroom, and you had to go through the bush to get there in the first place, because it was wet and soggy, and you know, it was like a little, what do you call it, like we started off in, what's that? That little, no, that little,
Ghetto.
what do we call those little buildings that Howard started off in, Sallie B Howard? The
trailers.
The little trailers, yeah. It was sort of like a little trailer school. And so we went through this little marshy, wet place, and I said, oh my God. And so we went in there, and these children were busy, just like these children are here. And so the teacher came running, and they're just so polite and just so civilized there. You get sick of yourself. You go, you know, we think we're just so much here, you know. And you go there, and those people are just so highly civilized. And she came running and wanted to know what did I want from the children. And I said, well, I wanted to talk with them and see them work. And they're working just like these children work. They didn't even raise their heads. They were just working, just like she told them. And so when she told them, children, this is Mrs Sallie B Howard, and she's from Wilson, North Carolina, United States of America. And would you please say good afternoon to her? And they were looking, lady pencil down, just what they're doing here. That's what they did. And they stood up and looked at me and bowed. Good afternoon, Mrs Sallie B Howard. You know, good evening, whatever. I said, just fine. How are you? And they said, we're just fine. Thank you for coming by. And I said, well, thank you for letting me come by. And so I turned and started to talk to the lady, you know, who had brought me in. And when I looked around, they were still standing there. And so I said to her, I said, well, why don't they sit down? She said, well, you didn't give them permission. I said, oh, children, you may sit down. Thank you, Mrs. Howard. I went right back to work just like these children. I said, Lord, I'm going back home. Our children are even civilized. Now, I'm supposed to be going over there, you know, where the people are just getting civilized in Africa. We aren't even civilized ourselves because we don't even know what God is. We just say it. We just say it. They believe it. They believe it. And when they sing those songs, that's why it's so good, Reverend, to see the feeling. See the feeling. If you got God, you feel it. Oh, yeah. Yes. You know, you just don't go up there and say God, and that's over. You feel God. So I was so happy when you invited me here, because I'm not doing you a favor. You're doing me a favor. You let me come here and see from whence you have come. And you were the only church in Wilson, tell the truth about it, when I came back here, that would sort of let us come in and work with those children. Because the others said no, so they're going to mess up our carpeting, and they're going to mess up our seats, and we just have them clean. And you said, come on in and work with the children. And out of that grew the Sallie B Howard School. And that's very touching to me. And thank you so much.
We want to thank, I will say, Dr. Sallie B Howard.
Yes.
Because truly you deserving of that honor.
Yes.
And you they say, and forever will be, a living legend. Amen.
Thank you so much.
I think this world deserves
So much.
so many more Sallie B Howard.
Yes.
And we cannot, for the life of any of us, say what these children that are here today will become.
That's right.
Because the word tells us, your eyes have not seen, nor has ears heard, what goodness God has in store for us. And I'm sure when she was a little girl and that play so eloquently brought out, she never dreamed that she would travel across the sea to see things that she had only read about. And it's amazing that these opportunities come of kids nowadays, and all they can think about is YouTube, what's there. But you better get out and learn something. Amen. Amen. I'm just pleased with the presentation, and I'd like to thank Sister Dominique Jones for doing all this, and a special invitation to Mother Howard here. Amen. At this time, we're going to have our